thought. Like everything started with a thought. Like see that the 7 costly mistakes, that painting, the frame.
Yeah.
Where was that built? Who designed it?
Right.
When did that glass in the frame? This is a long time. But who's the first inventor of that? It started with a thought. Then one person made it better. Then the other person made it better, and then it started evolving. But everything that we're touching right now started with someone's thought. The screen that we're on.
Yeah.
We're like talking. Think about that. How crazy, how cool is that?
Yeah.
We're like literally, you're in another place, and we're talking to each other live, like we're next to each other.
Yeah.
Like if you really think about that, how cool. But it started with a human thought.
Yeah.
Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, like Henry Ford said, you're right.
And someone believed that it's possible, right? And I think sometimes too, you grew up in sports, I grew up in sports. It's you need a coach. You need, I believe that everyone should have a coach. I believe everyone can be a peer or should have a peer, someone that's on the same path as you, right? If you're doing 40 deals, find an agent doing 40, 45, 50 deals. They're going to help you during the highs and the lows, right? When you don't want to show up and do that, like, hey, let's go, let's come on, right? And I believe that you should be able to coach someone else, right? I believe everyone can coach someone else get to where they're currently at. Whether you're selling 10 deals, you can help someone go from 5 to 10. If you're selling 50 deals, you can help someone go from 30 to 50. And I believe in those 3 things: having a coach, being a peer, and coaching someone else. Because of that, right? We are humans. We still all have, those self-limiting beliefs, around us. But if you surround yourself, like we talked in the very beginning, with people that, I'm always trying to be the lowest of the 5 around me, right? I'm trying to get into rooms where I don't necessarily belong or where I believe I don't belong. I just started going to masterminds in the last 16 months ish. And, before last January, I didn't think I belonged in them. But guess what? I just started showing up.
Just show up, man.
And keep showing up.
So have you paid for a lot of coaching?
So so in the beginning of my career, I was blessed. And like I said, my path and why I like to help agents and why I like to have these conversations is I feel I got lucky. I've been with Ryan, my mentor, since day one of my career. I don't know any different. He paid for coaching for probably the first 4-5 years of my career. To where I got, to learn buyer consultations and listing presentations and understand a system and a process. It's not, I'm just going to throw a sign in the yard and list the house. No, there's a certain way we're going to do things, right? Or a listing or buyer's consultation. Hey, we don't just go show homes. We're actually going to sit down and go over everything, right? We're going to get on the same page and you're going to get educated on the market. So I was blessed. And then there was probably a 4-year period where probably a 3-year period where we didn't have coaching. And I forget why we didn't have coaching. And then last year I decided, with the way our team was growing and I was working on getting out of the business, scaling out as far as sales and kind of going into a leadership role. I am a lead by example type person. And I was afraid that if I got away from making the phone calls, doing the showings, still doing listing appointments, that I wouldn't be an effective leader. So I went and got a coach last January. I've been with him since to help me on the leadership side and to really help us get to that next level for where we're looking to go. So,
you know what? I did the same thing. I've paid, I think in the past like 6 years, and from business coaches, real estate coaches, and mindset coaches, $120,000.
Yeah.
So in the past like 5 or 6 years. So people don't realize I'm investing in myself. And they're like, why do you don't need coaching? You've been in all these businesses. You know this stuff. I said, but you know what happens? I think the most important thing that people don't realize, when you start going into these coaching platforms, and I've been with 6 different coaching programs, I get to meet so many people that are way above me. And it's not even, the coaching stuff is whatever. They're all similar, right? They're all similar. But the people you meet, it's the people, man. It's all about the people. The people you meet that are here, you're like, if he can do it, you can do it. Why can't I? I go, what's like, your mind just open, like you open up your thought path. You're like, shit, I need to think bigger.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like what's wrong with me? Why am I like limiting myself to this? And because I want to do everything. I go, no, you got to delegate. You got to be a leader. You got to train. You got to empower other people. You need to grow. You can only grow so much by yourself, man. Look at what they're doing and look what they're making. You know what I'm saying? So it's to me, it's just it's through osmosis and through meeting those people that you become, just by default, just by being around them, you'll become better.
Yeah, no, I'm always, trying to get agents to go to, events, conferences, because it's sometimes it's the conversations at happy hour or the conversations after the event. Yeah, there's going to be a ton of information and knowledge at the event, whatever event you're going to. But sometimes it's the connections that you're able to make through small talk, from an agent in a different city, a different market, that they're doing things a certain way. That you can connect with, once you leave there, and what works there works here. What works here works anywhere, right? Real estate's real estate.
Real estate is people. That's all. People don't know. We live in houses without real estate. Think about this. We're in and I said this in the other, when I was at our conference at Next Home, and I was on stage, and I said, you know what? I said, guys, we're so lucky. We deal with people, obviously, and then we deal with real estate. Think about that. You know what real estate is? Without real estate, there is no house, there is no office, there is no warehouse where they make a computer, where they build the computer parts. There's no industrial facility. We're on land. We're dealing with what God gave us, and we're selling the homes on the land. And there's nothing bigger than that. Think about that. Every business, no matter where it is, they have a home-based business. They're in a house, right? Yeah, I'm selling. They're working in a house. Are they working in an office? That's commercial real estate. Everything is about real estate. If you think about it, you have to work on a piece of real estate. You got to live in a piece of real estate.
Yep.
We're in the biggest business in the world, and people don't realize that, the opportunity that's in there. Yeah. And there's so many niches that someone could start, from commercial to residential. I do some commercial also because I was in the restaurant business, but it's people and real estate. That's it. That's like, the opportunities are limitless and endless.
Yeah.
Endless. I get so excited when I talk about it, because I'm like, dude, you have no idea, like, your opportunity that you have. You have no idea. So that's, to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're spot on. And like I said, what you put into it, what you're going to get out of it, right? How bad do you want it? What's your goals? What's that lifestyle you want to live?